Hello, my name is Nadeem Rasool and I'm one of the senior solution consultants based in sunny London. Today we're going to be looking at how to disable and delete users using a simple script. So let's begin. So on the agenda today, I'm going to be telling you why you have the need for this script, any prerequisites you have before running the script, where to find the script so you can download it, how to configure the scripts, doing two actions, which are first disabling users and also how to delete users using a simple script. So let's look at why the need for this script. So here might be a typical use case within your organization. So when you first set up LastPass, there are 500 users in your organizations. Now your IT team has sent out standard invitations to all these users. This could be done via Federation. You could have used in Federation or the admin console itself. In this scenario, it can work for both. After 3 weeks, 300 users have activated the LastPass vault. You are asked to disable 20 users and also delete 30 users as part of a cleanup operation. While this can be done throughout LastPass admin console, it will be time consuming and can lead to accidental deletions of the wrong account. You want to make this safer and you want to make it a quick route rather than going through the admin consoles one by one. So instead, we will show you a quicker way of disabling mass users and how to delete multiple users using the actual same script. Do want to point out here is a quick thing is I would say for the Federation itself, we would say for the synchronization to be turned off at this point, because if we're going to be deleting users themselves, then the synchronization will just bring them back in. So for this scenario, we're assuming that the IT team themselves have set the synchronization to be turned off. Please remember, if this is the first time you're using any of our scripts, then you first need to set up Python environment. What you can do is go simply to this website, go to the download button, and you can download Python, the latest version here. They can have it for different environments like Windows, Linux, or Mac. Just download the environment that you're using at this time and install it before proceeding ahead. I'll put the actual links in the description of this YouTube video. So where can we actually find the scripts that we're going to be using today? Well, it's actually found on our GitHub page. We have a LastPass solution consultant page, and within there you have a script folder. Again, I'll put this link within the description of the YouTube video. So what we need to do is we just need to download this. How to do it? We'll just go to code and download zip. So this will download everything that we need. So if we save this onto the desktop for easy access, it'll be faster for us to do it. So I'm going to do this now for you. So I've saved the zip file onto my desktop, extracted it as a zip file. And as you can see, these are the 3 files that we're going to be using today: the credentials.json, the email list.csv, and LastPass delete.py. As it's a Python script, you can actually have a read of how it works. And you can also see the usage of how we're going to be using LastPass today. So what I need to do first is I'll actually need to put my credential details in. And for that, I need to go into my credentials.json file. Let's do that now. So here is my credential.json file. As you can see, we've got 2 fields filled in. We've got a CID as well as a provision hash. Where can I find these details? These details will be kept in your LastPass admin console. So you need to be either a super admin or a normal admin to gain access to this. If you are not, then I would suggest talking to your IT team or whoever the super admin is to grab these details. If you are a super admin, then all you need to do is go to your admin console and you'll be brought to the dashboard itself. The CID number corresponds to LastPass account number, this part here. 208. So what I need to do is copy that. For yourself, it'll be completely different. But once I do that, put that information in there. Now I would need the provisioning hash. Where do I find this? Well, this will be found in the advanced and then go to Enterprise API. Here, I've got something that's called provision hash. This is what we needed. As I've been working with APIs before, I have this message that says you've already created your provision hash. If you don't know it, click to reset, and I can reset my provision hash. If this is the first time you ever use an API, then you would need to activate your provision hash. There will be a button there to activate it. If you do see this sort of message, reset your provision hash, don't click on the button. I would suggest first contacting either the super admin or your IT team to see if anyone is using LastPass Enterprise API. If they are, then what they can do is they can then provide you the provision hash via the secure notes on a shared folder. So what I'll do for myself is I'll be resetting my provision hash. When I click this, or if you click on activate your provision hash, for me, I'll just get this warning message to say, are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I'm sure. And I'll be presented with my provisioning hash. So what we need to do is a one-time deal. You can just copy that and you need to keep it safe somewhere. So I'll just paste that in here. And what normal people they'll do is they'll save this within their LastPass vault itself. So if there's a couple of DevOps team, they'll put this within the shared folder of a DevOps team. But that's all that needs to be done when configuring. You just need to do the CID as well as the provision hash and save it. That's all there is to it for configuring of the script. So now we're on to how to disable the users. For this, what I need to do first is pick which users I want to disable. What I'll be needing to have is who are the actual email addresses for those disabled users. So the ones I'll be picking is this one here, as you can see, that one, as well as this one here as well. So what I can do is I'll need to put these email address in the email list.csv. And this is how the actual email list would be like on the actual CSV. As you can see, you just need to put the email address and have a new line and put the other email address. You can put as much information in here as you so wish. And all you need to do is just save that. So that's the list we'll be using for disabling our users within LastPass. Now, what we need to do is we've got that up and running. Now, we also need to do is to tell the actual LastPass script to actually disable this itself. And again, we'll actually do this within the email list.csv. So I'll show you how to do this. So here in our email list.csv, once you put your actual email address that you want to disable, we need to put a comma, and we actually need to put a value in there to tell it what to do. So 0 represents disable. 1 represents deleting, but only removing from the company. And 2 is a hard delete. I actually have this instructions on our GitHub page. I'll show you now. So again, we're back to my GitHub page, and this is within the actual README of the GitHub page. So as you can see on here, which I've highlighted, the number in the email list.csv corresponds to, as mentioned, 0, that's what we put in there, means deactivating users. So block the login. We can remove the users from our LastPass business account if they no longer need to be there. Or we can do a hard delete, meaning we'll just delete the account itself with all its data entirely. And that's with a number 2. Please, if you have any issues or anything, or you want to know how to run this, run the actual script itself, please refer back to this README here. So to execute the script, I need to open up a terminal. In Windows, you may be PowerShell, whatever you'll be using to execute Python scripts via command line. So I've got my list all done with my email list.csv with the numbers in here. Within my terminal itself, I've had to navigate to where the actual scripts were kept. So for me, it was on my desktop and the script, and in the folder called script-main. Within there, all I need to do is type in the command python3 space lastpass-delete.py. Put the flag of C for the credential files. So I'll put in credentials.json and the actual input file. So that's what the -i and the actual what the file name could be called. So for me, I'm just using the default email list.csv. You can call it whatever you would like. Once this is done, you can execute it. Provided everything is done correctly, you'll run the script using your CID as well as your provisional hash. And as you can see from the screen, the actual output it tells you is it loads in the CID, it loads in the provision hash, and you'll actually be shown who's been disabled at this time. So both of my accounts were given a status of OK. If there's anything that went wrong, you will get another status which will say error, and it will tell you what's wrong or why it can't be disabled. So for my script, we've got it here done, but let's just check on our admin console to see if it has been disabled. So here we are in the actual admin console. And as you can see, both of our users that we've selected within our email list.csv have been disabled. We've got a LastPass status update of disabled for both of them. So this just shows how easy it is to put your email address within the actual email list.csv, making sure you put the actual number of 0, and that will correspond to what you want to do for that users. And for this one, we just want to be disabling them. And this is just a quick and easy way of doing it. So we looked at disabling script. What about deleting scripts? So for this example, on my screen, I usually see Michael Knight has been set up with provision of being stage. So in our example, he may be just someone who's been onboarded but doesn't want to use LastPass. Now, how can I remove him without? I just need to remove him from the account. That's all I want to do. So to do this, all I want to do is put the actual email address of what he's using and give it a number 1. Remember, number 2 means deleting him entirely. So in this scenario, he might want to come back so we can re-invite him, but all his data is kept. So we can just use the number 1 just to remove him from the actual business. And if he wants to come back, we can always re-invite him using the re-invite script. That's the only change that we need to do to actually delete him. We don't need to make any changes within the actual command line itself. All I can do, as what is shown, is I just need to run the same script again, making no changes whatsoever, except for number 1 on the email list. And you can see it's picked up number 1, it's picked up the actual scripts, and it's given us a status of OK. So what we've done here is we've actually deleted, removed this account from the actual LastPass business. So let's have a look at what it looks like within the console itself. So as you can see from the admin console, Michael Knight has been removed from the admin console itself. And that's how easy it is to actually remove multiple users using this script. What I haven't shown you in this example is you can do this in multiple items. So what do I mean by that? What I mean by is within your email list.csv, you can have multiple lines like with your users, and have them like some being of 0 and some being of 1. So you can have it, you can have multiple users using the actual, some of them being deleted, as well as some of them being removed or hard deleted. And this will make an even quicker way of, sanitizing the LastPass admin console from users you don't need to have. I hope you find this video useful. If you have, please like and subscribe. As always, I'll see you the next time. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.